you know, of course, they have said what they have to say here.
Yeah.
But one will still ask, what evidence or information should IPOB have to support the claim and torture attempts by being made against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the DSS? I know they have said a whole lot here.
Yes.
But will you say there's something tangible to hold on to that?
Well, to be candid, they denying Nnamdi Kanu access to visitors.
Is that torture?
When he's in solitary confinement. Solitary confinement on its own is a form of torture. When you are in a place, perhaps with a very tiny window, alone, without phone, access to internet, you're cut off completely from the world. It's just you and the four walls of the room you are in. Nobody to speak to, nobody to share your thoughts with. That's torture on its own. It's a form of torture, right? But now, my own concern is this. If during the presidential and gubernatorial elections, he was allowed access to visitors, do not forget that those elections were running back to back and it took a lot of personnel, right? Why is he being denied access to visitors now? My concern will be, what is the state of Nnamdi Kanu? What is his state health-wise? What is his state physically? Is he still alive? If he's okay, why deny him access? You know, to some extent, I agree that the excuse of not having enough personnel because of elections in very few states is ridiculously preposterous at best. You know, because if you say you don't have enough personnel, I'm sure there are personnel within that facility, of course. Why not allow at least one visitor? Why deny visitors? You can allow one visitor, even if it's one visitor a week, one visitor a day, because you don't have enough personnel. So maybe there will be no need to have 3-4 persons visit at once. Why not allow one visitor? Why not allow one family member see him? So it is not right.
You know, we can't possibly judge this because I mean, one cannot possibly judge this because this is from IPOB. We have heard from the DSS. So
Of course.
We do not know if 1 or 2 visitors are allowed in a week or in a day. But this is their own claim. That was why I asked, do they have concrete evidence to show that indeed no visitor is allowed, that it is a complete denial?
How do you get evidence in a scenario like that?
When 2 parties speak.
When 2 parties speak and DSS is silent. So, because when they speak, you can now say they reacted to this, but they are silent. And they can only cry out because you cannot be allowed access with your phone. So you cannot record, you cannot get that evidence. So the much you can do is to speak up. The much you can do is to bring it to the masses. So that if anything is going on, let it be on record that at some point they spoke. At some point, you know, they cried out. Because the truth remains that even though right now he's not even convicted, and he's being treated worse than some convicted criminals, and he's being denied a lot of things that are fundamental to his existence as a human being. That's not right. Let's be fair. Even if they bring evidence right now, we'll say it's circumstantial. Is it admissible in court? Now, lawyers will now come out on social media and have a field day and dismiss the evidence in their own courts or accept the evidence. Because when you look at the law critically, there are lacunas that they can actually take advantage of to tell you this is not right, this is admissible, this is not admissible. So, and in Nigeria, we know he who pays the piper pays the tune.